You feel like dancing.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. How you guys doing? Normally we would have done this on the Xbox, doing a live stream. Normally we would have done this on the PlayStation. As you already know, things went back with the PlayStation. But we're not here talking about it. We're here talking about, I got my buddy, that one man 88 with me. Y'all already know the title. Mike, how you doing, bro? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I don't know. Alright.
So, if y'all haven't read the title, we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, supposedly last of the Guardians, directed by James Gunn. so much, man. So much, bro. So Mike just saw it.
I saw it.
Where do we start? Where do we start?
Okay, we're gonna start just like how I said that we're gonna start, because I got something to say about every single one of these characters, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Start off with good old Star-Lord. So, I gotta give it props. James Gunn continued a story that could have went left super quick.
Right.
The fact that Star-Lord has been, in with the Blues since what?
Since like
Endgame?
Like Gamora died.
Infinity War.
Yeah,
Infinity War actually.
But so all right, so
he's been down in the dumps.
Yeah, down in the dumps. So this is my thing, because those who saw me and Mr. Williams here when we talked about the trailer for Guardians, our thought was Star-Lord's trying to find a way to bring Gamora back. That was our thought process. Like we thought, like,
bro, I thought that okay, she was locked up, and she was like her soul just needed to reconnect with her body.
Yeah. So,
oh my god!
But it was nothing like I thought it was.
Nothing.
It was nothing like that.
Nothing.
We had so many theories, like, oh, they got to go to this place to get Gamora's soul, or we think they had to travel into the Soul Stone of the Infinity Gem.
Right.
So, oh my god, bro, it was nothing. I will repeat again, nothing that we thought it would be. Well,
okay, so let's get to Mr. Peter Quill. All right, let's get to Mr. Peter Quill now.
Yeah.
So it started drunk.
His man,
I'm talking about. He is drunk. Extremely belligerent. Yeah, he don't know where he is. He was passed out. Okay,
Peter was like, he was so drunk out of his mind, because as we said earlier here, he wanted Gamora. We're gonna get on that in a bit, but he was going.
The spit and the slob was coming from his nose and his mouth. Like he was just old man. Don't.
And it was like, but you know how much? Like, again, I know we still talking. Like Peter was just, I don't know, man. He just wasn't. Peter, I don't know, man. He just wasn't him. He was usually like always full of life,
happy.
Yeah. He was
right. But okay, so let's backtrack for a little bit. That's the whole reason, like, before the whole bottle a day Christmas episode.
Yeah.
So obviously, him meeting Kevin Bacon didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
It didn't.
None of it worked.
It didn't work. You're exactly right. It didn't work at all.
So they found him out. So cool, because they named that bar Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, because like for a hot second, I was like, why do I like the Guardians of the Galaxy logo? But then it showed. I was like, oh, because
it was. Because it is.
Right.
Because it is, exactly. So, okay. So he's passed on us. floor, and Nebula shows a little bit of care.
Yeah,
towards him.
Like, I'm not
as cold-hearted and romantic as she was.
Like, cause there's like a part of me, like in that opening scene before I go to my next point, but like when Peter's like, Gamora, I love you. Like, I feel like Nebula. I don't know if Nebula actually had feelings for Peter, but it's like it could. Again, I may be reaching. It could be like, was she a little bit jealous? Cause my mind said,
no, I think you might just be reaching.
Yeah, I might be reaching.
I think that you might just be reaching.
I was like,
I think what it was I think the fact that he had so much love for her sister, it was like a brotherly love in between them.
Yeah.
She cared for Peter because Peter cared so much for Gamora.
Hey, but here, like the crazier thing is, let's backtrack a little bit, because I do want to stay on Peter, but how the movie opened up with Rocket, I was like, yo, what's going on? I was like, what? It like because then Rocket had Peter's his tape player, his Walkman, and then
his little Zoom.
Yeah, and like when Peter was drunk, he's like, hey, I told you don't touch my stuff. And he just
don't ever touch my stuff, and then just like passes out on the floor. Rocket's just like, okay, I'm gonna take this back now, because literally the next scene, Rocket just goes, plug it up to the speaker in his room. He's good. But okay, Peter goes and passes out. Right. Nebula carries him all the way back to his room.
But segue right quick. I saw a little behind the scenes. They had a body double cast, but it looks like
yeah. Okay, so I seen that interview with Chris Pratt and James Gunn, and I thought that was hilarious. I don't know if that's the same that you're talking about. Man, because they were saying some kind of X-rated stuff that I really don't want to repeat here on this stream, but it was funny. It was funny because it's like, you clearly heard whatever you wanted to hear, Chris Pratt, but the fact that you heard that and they were talking about your replica made it even funnier.
Oh God, yeah. Definitely.
But oh my God, bruh. So let's fast forward a little bit, because I want to talk about we got to talk about Rocket and that part. We got to talk about Adam Warlock and everything too. So we got to come back.
I wasn't expecting Adam Warlock to come in so fierce like that. I'm thinking we have to wait.
Hands up, like 5 minutes into the movie, bruh.
Cause you think about it, like going, like when they playing the credits and playing the opening stuff, like you tell like the mood of it was just like, it was just gloomy.
It was bad. It was gloomy. Because like even the song that Rocket was singing, Freak.
I'm not a freak. I'm not where I forgot who was saying the song. It was crazy.
Radiohead.
Radiohead.
That's Radiohead song.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely.
So that whole thing, and then he goes and it's like, okay, I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo, and then he stops, and then Rocket starts singing everything about, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but he starts singing everything about that song that he thought about himself.
I definitely noticed that.
Because it wasn't the whole song that he was singing.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
He was.
So I'm like, dang, I feel for this dude, man.
Yeah, like it really,
feel for Rocket,
it really made me feel for. I was like, like the whole opening segment, because we're gonna get back to Adam Warlock in a hot minute, but it just like that opening sequence when they showed Rocket had his flashback to going on with Peter, to going on with everybody else. It was just like, yo, this is really gloomy. It's like that. That's really how I felt.
Messed up. Why? Like, bro, man, the feelings came to me already. I'm just like, I'm not gonna like this movie at all. I was just like, this movie's gonna put me in the feels in the worst way.
The movie did put me in the feels. Like it did put me in the feels. But okay, let's go back to that. let's go back to Adam Warlock for a hot second because God Almighty, the way he just introduced himself and just bam, just come in.
Yeah. He literally had a My Way Entertainment juggernaut moment.
Yes, he did.
That's really what it was, bro.
Bro.
I'm a juggernaut, bro. Look, I'm telling you. Adam Warlock was not playing, bro.
Adam was playing bro, he was going to work. Like Rocket barely got
from space. From space. I had an eye tunnel vision on Rocket from space, bro. Man.
Bro, he was beating the crap out of the guard. I mean, one you saw how bad he beat up Nebula? He just, I think he did what? He just like broke her jaw or something like that. He just
he completely disfigured Nebula.
Yeah. I mean, he just then Groot tried to help. Groot just ahead for a hot second.
Groot got decapitated. He needed to grow his whole body back.
I can't remember
Drax,
the one guy named.
Drax?
He tried to use what's his name?
Y'all do number 2?
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling him. AKA the reason why James Gunn made another Guardians of the Galaxy.
He sent that needle at him, and Warlock was like, "Who did this?
Who did this? Who threw this at me, baby?" And I just walked off. I was like, "What?"
Bro, that scene right there cracked me up. Then
who did this?
Then
he was looking around. He's like, "Oh crap!" Like the guy was so scared, bro.
Scared.
And then like Warlock just turns back around and just goes, hey. He just walks off. I'm like,
that was so. Then like I'm thinking, I said maybe Drax may be a challenge for Warlock. Bruh, I was like, okay, yeah, Drax gonna get him. That's how I know Drax is getting pounded. Pause.
The only challenge that Warlock was Groot, bruh. Groot was giving Warlock the biggest challenge for so second.
Was really giving the business, but even they wasn't strong enough.
Yeah.
Then who blasted Warlock? It wasn't Peter. It was somebody else who blasted. No, it was Nebula stabbed. I'm sorry, Nebula
had a couple of hits on him.
I think Nebula stabbed.
Okay, now I will say Nebula did get that nice juicy hit off of him when she put the backpack on. And blasted him.
Yeah. Like
straight Mega Man X style.
Right.
And put a hole in his chest.
Like she had her own we gonna call it the Nebula Buster. So that
right. It ain't the X Buster, it's the N Buster.
Right, the N Buster. Exactly. So
right, the Nebula Buster.
She had a lot of upgrades, but this was
so what?
Go ahead.
Okay, so no, Drax really he did do something, but then he was the one that got pinned down and was about to get killed by Warlock.
Yeah.
And then Nebula came, she shapeshifted her again, and then stabs him. And then that's when he was like, "Oh, that really hurt."
Right. Yeah, Adam. Is it Adam Poulter? Am I saying his name right?
Poulter.
But sorry, my bad. Will, you're watching this. My bad for saying your name wrong. But Will Poulter, I love him.
Poulter.
Yeah.
As well though.
It was whatever, because I feel like
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan, but he did that though, bro.
Yeah,
he did that. He actually did make me into a fan. I didn't care too much for him in Weird Millers. I thought that was like probably his best performance. But after I seen Weird Millers, I was like, dude, he played the same character over and over again. There's no difference at all. And then I was like, okay,
wasn't he in Gotham?
He's different in this one.
Was he in Gotham?
He was in what?
I want to say he was in Gotham.
I don't know. He had so many. He had so many like small roles in a lot of movies.
Yeah,
but I don't know. He just always played this dumb idiot. You know what I mean? Like this just really just clueless idiot.
Yeah, because I know he was in the what's that movie? What's the name of that movie? It was him, Will Arnett. Can't think of the name of that movie. But they had to pretend to be a family, and he played.
Yeah, We're the Villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really didn't care too much
I mean,
with the Millers, and that was the first time I like really put eyes on him.
Yeah.
But man, I didn't care for his character, and then I realized that his character is literally the same in every movie that he played. So, and you remember, I had a lot of resentment to him playing Adam Warlock before the movie even came out, because I'm like, dude, this guy's just gonna be an idiot. It's just gonna be stupid. He's gonna mess up a really good character from Marvel.
I'm gonna tell you what won me over with him, and funnily enough, is when he did his role in the Jedi Survivor, the Jedi. I can't remember what the game was, the Star Wars song. I can remember his character.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah, not the new one and the one before that one. I like his character. I really like this character. Like I said, I gotta look up, make sure that that's him, as like he's like a version of the Joker or beginning stage of the Joker. I want to say that was him. I could be wrong, but it was that role. I really said that. I don't think that was him. And the Star Wars game, that really kind of won me over, believing that he can do something different than these other roles, like you say he did. Like, I mean, was Adam Warlock goofy?
Yeah, he was an idiot, man.
I mean,
but like, but even he did play somebody goofy in this one too.
But it's something.
It wasn't to the point to where it was just like, oh my gosh, you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he was just the right. He had the right.
And then they clarified it. They clarified it.
I think he, for what it's worth, I think he was pretty good. But we're getting off track. Because this was set the whole story into motion. Rocket gets injured, and they try to use these med packs on Rocket, and it malfunctions, and it's
right. And they realize like electrocutes him.
Yeah,
as a failsafe almost.
Yeah, because he had.
And they found out that Rocket is basically a ticking time bomb. That's what it was.
Because then they had like maybe, I want to say it was like maybe 48 hours to save him. So that's what I think they had 48 hours to save Rocket, and they had to go to, I can't think of the name of the place they had to go to, but so they got to go there and get
Amcon or something like that.
Something like that. And
Amcon, something like that.
Let's say for our sake, but let's call it Archon. Let's just call it Archon for our sake. You're probably saying it wrong, but we're gonna say it's Archon. Because then, what's crazy is this weekend
it was something that,
yeah,
it was a living. It was had like,
it's like living, almost like a living
skin and everything else.
Yeah, it's kind of like a living flesh. But what's crazy enough about this, I love how they introduced the High Evolutionary. Because I remember crazy.
Bro, okay, look, let me
go ahead.
Segue for a second on High Evolutionary. You know what I thought about with the whole corporate office planet and everything?
What's that?
And the High Evolutionary and the way that he was kind of introduced, like when you actually really see him at like his current state.
Yeah.
You know who he reminded me of?
Who?
You're gonna laugh. All right. He reminded me of Mom from Futurama. Oh. Did I lose?
Oh God, Mom.
True?
Yes, Mom from Futurama.
Oh.
But
yeah,
I can see the mannerisms of how what you're saying.
Yeah, it was just like, I can do no wrong. You know, I'm a good person, and then behind the scenes, it's like, kill everybody.
Right. But that's the crazy thing, because these sovereigns, who these golden aliens, who supposed to be perfect, like they was created by the High Evolutionary. And quick segue right quick, because the first time I actually heard about
the story was changed. The story was definitely changed in the Sovereign, because I thought that they were own being.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's literally what I thought when it came to the Sovereign. I thought like their own beings and stuff like that. That's literally what I thought. If you watch Guardians Volume 2, but man, it was like cool. I was like, whoa! I said the High Evolution created them. Again, I get it with the MCU. They take liberties of either changing stuff or adding stuff or completely overhauling everything. I get it.
Okay, so hold that thought on that one too.
Okay,
because we're gonna come back to that one too, because I got something else to say about that. But go ahead.
So, the first time I heard about the High Evolutionary was from the X-Men the animated series, when they showed Quicksilver and Wanda, I think, for the first time. Then the second time I heard about the High Evolutionary was was Spider-Man Unlimited. I'm gonna hold off on why. I'm gonna hold off on that because we're gonna talk more about that in a bit. I just at first.
Okay, I will say,
I wasn't thinking High Evolution was supposed to be. I didn't consider it as a threat. Real talk. I'm like, well, but actors can win. Actors can make these roles work. And I can't think of the actor who played High Evolution, but he made that role work. You saw how?
Bro, I don't know what it was about that he started making me sick to my stomach for a second, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, I have the uttermost hate for this character, man.
I thought the only person
oh man.
See, but you know what? The crazy thing, Mike. The crazy thing. I'm gonna hold most of my thought when we get towards it. I never thought I would hate a villain. Like, no, I hated Thanos. Thanos was one of the villains I love to hate. I loved it. It's been a long time since the MCU gave me a villain that I love to hate. And the High Evolutionary is definitely up there.
No, and that was it. That was it right there. High Evolutionary.
Yeah, that right there. I'm like, yo, I said, I hate this dude. But it's something about, and this is just me. I love a villain who's very articulate. So, I can destroy you if I want to. I'm just gonna have fun with you. Like, that's what we love. That's what I hate about Thanos.
Kang and Ant-Man.
Yes. That's why I love Bane so much. I can destroy you, Batman. I'm just gonna have fun with you first. And like, even with the High Evolutionary, like when
Hart was the same way.
Yes.
Talking about DC. Yes, Hart was the same way.
Yes. Of course. And bro, the crazy thing that I love, like, Adam Warlock is this most powerful being in the Marvel universe. The High Evolution I think he had like gravitational powers where he can control gravity for a certain amount of time. I believe that's his powers in the MCU version. But the crazy thing is, the way he just literally just combed down Adam Warlock with ease. I'm like, bro.
And then just kept pushing him into that field, man.
Whatever.
Like he was just.
Bro, the Queen was like, what she say? The Queen was like, was like, sorry, like.
Oh, she bent the knee. She bent the knee at him too. Scared. I'll do whatever you want to. Just stop it. Just don't hurt him.
Just hurt him
any further.
Because she was trying to say like you took him out too early, and he was all them articulate words. He was like, say like he pretty much say like, what you say? And he just kept. Oh my god, bruh.
Okay, let's fast forward because he kept that role going as.
Oh yeah.
As I'm the Alpha and the Omega, you know what I'm saying?
Like they pretty much call him like the god, later the god of the universe. Some of the speaks in the MCU out there in space literally call him the god of the universe, and he made it be known.
Okay, so it was that.
He let that be known.
Yeah. And then what? You remember what he said to the to his people too? She pointed a gun, captain of this vessel now, like, and that's it.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
And what did she say? She said,
she's like, I'm taking over.
The guy, something.
Yeah.
No. It wasn't. It wasn't that. It was just the fact that she said something like.
Did she say like, oh my god, or something like that? And
some guy, something.
Then he just like, I think he just super clapped back. He's like I'm
he was
God
like, there's no God anymore. I took that role.
Yeah. That's what he was saying. I took that role. He was like, I took that role. I was like, I said, bro, this man got a God.
There's no God anymore. I took that role. Man, I'm just like, dog, you too full into yourself, man. I was like, something bad about to happen to you, dog.
Really, man. It was like, but yeah, let's fast forward because I want to talk about Gamora for a second. So. I say it again. Okay. Do you want to start off? I kind of want to say.
I have a question.
Okay.
About Gamora. Okay. And I asked Sonic this too. And at first he was so quick to deny and say no, but then he had to think about it, and he was like, "Well, I don't know. Maybe." Right. Well, I'm gonna ask you the same question, sir.
Okay.
And I want you to think long and hard about this before you even give me an answer.
Okay.
This is not the same Gamora that we knew. Right or wrong?
You are completely right. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why I think
she made it be known, right?
Right.
Now hold on.
Okay.
Let me ask my question real quick, because I'm probably gonna have you thinking about this, unless you already thought about this. Okay. I will 100% agree that is not the same Gamora.
Right.
That Gamora that we knew is actually dead. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let it be. This Gamora that we saw, do you think that she's from the same timeline as of Loki from the Loki show? Do you think that is his Gamora from his timeline?
I think this Gamora, I don't say that's Gamora from the Loki show, but what I do want to say, this is
not from the Loki show, from
now, are you talking about? Because
it will make sense. So think about it. Think about it now.
I don't think that's the. I think this is the Gamora from before she met. Before she met Star. I think this is the Gamora who was dedicated. As we saw, this is the Gamora from obviously because Gamora, you think about when Gamora came in back in play, she was cool with Nebula in certain doses, but when it came to Peter, every time he tried to tell her that we used to be in love and this, that, and the other, she's like, I am not that Gamora.
I don't know you, get out of my face.
Right.
This is
the Gamora. Like, look.
So now we got the timeline set up. Not true.
Okay.
Think about it. Think about it. When Loki left his timeline, that was during the Guardians of the Galaxy happened years afterwards.
Okay, so you talking about when Loki, because I'm trying to think, so we got the first Avenger movie, Loki, during Endgame, Loki took the Tesseract, or the Space Stone, whatever you want to call it.
It got up out of there.
Yeah.
But that was a back in time. That was a time jump backwards. So let me ask you this. From what I remember, I don't think that Gamora was part of the Guardians of the Galaxy at the beginning of the first Guardians.
She wasn't.
She was forced into that. She was forced into that whole relationship.
Right. She was forced into the role of the Guardians. So,
true.
So this will answer my question. Because remember, at Endgame, everything supposed to go back like it was. So again, as I stated in the beginning of this review, I thought everything had went back like it was. Because to think about it,
it did. It did. Besides two things,
Gamora wasn't in Thor: Love and Thunder. Gamora wasn't with the Guardians. So
because the Thor: Love and Thunder, as of last year, was present. No, matter of fact, it was 2026, I think.
Yeah,
at that time.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm thinking that Gamora was still. I thought Gamora went back to her own time. That's what I thought, but she stayed. No,
she was dead. This is
no.
Future.
This is future. This is
from
a
our time.
past. That's what I'm saying. This is a past Gamora. This is before she joined the Guardians.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay.
Let me ask you this now, True.
Okay.
Why did Loki get stopped and arrested and sentenced to death by the TVA?
Okay.
Because this could cause could have affected other things that happened in his timeline.
But if that's the case, they should send Loki back to their OG time, to the original MCU timeline. So, but let me ask this question: so why didn't it? Or
it was done because it's already been done. What's already been done, True. Think about it.
But I know why the TVA didn't go after the Gamora, because the TVA was in shambles. Was going in shambles. What happened during Loki?
Gamora never broke her timeline. She's just a victim of a timeline shift. She's not a variant. She's not.
She's not. I mean, yeah, she's not.
She never jumped time.
She's not a variant. She's definitely not a variant.
She's a variant. She is a variant. Everybody is a variant, but she's not a victim, or she's not a time jump accuser, a time skipper accuser. Loki took the time stone, or not the time stone, but the space stone. And
okay, so
left his reality.
So Loki
he
took
left
the
his
space
timeline.
Stone. He pretty much broke the rules of the TVA.
He broke the rules of the TVA.
Here's my question then. So this is my question for Gamora. Guys, I know we get off track here, but just bear with us for a second. here's the thing that, I was really thinking about this hard. I was like, so why didn't Gamora go back? Because Thanos was dead. She go back. Thanos was to be alive. Why would she? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Because Gamora, like, I really thought Gamora went back to her past timeline. That's the whole thing I thought. Cause again, I really thought this is Star-Lord trying to find Gamora, trying to find way to bring her back. Again, clearly not the case. But then here she is. She's with the Ravagers. I'm like, yo. As a matter of fact, it was cool to see.
Timeline got messed up.
I would say that it was cool to see Sly Stallone back in the movie too. I was happy to see him back in his role. I think it's like Dark Hawk or something like that. It was cool to see him back in the role because I think the last comic book movie he did was the Suicide Squad. He was the voice of King Shark.
Okay. So true. I gotta get an answer from you, bro. I really gotta get a very good scientific answer from you because look, you gotta understand Loki. And if you need to do your homework for changing the events in his timeline.
Now, right. Because by Loki's taking the space stone or space gem, whatever. I feel like he broke the law because he went off. What they say?
Right, because Loki was supposed to get sent back to Asgard. Right, he wasn't supposed to escape.
Right.
And that timeline that Loki did go back to Asgard was current up until it happened. Loki, he took the time stone because it dropped because they went back in time, messed up, gave Loki the Tesseract, and he got up out of there. So TVA stopped him in the desert. TVA stopped. You're under arrest for breaking the sacred timeline.
Yeah.
But for breaking the sacred timeline, you gotta come with me.
But I'm gonna tell you why the time variance. I figure you probably know. Cause think about look what happened at the end of Loki. It's so many incursions happened because what Sylvie did. I think the time variance wasn't coming after Gamora. Cause they trying to get.
They don't need to. She didn't do anything. That's what I'm telling you. She didn't do anything. She's just a victim of the timeline changing.
So let me ask this question because we gotta move on with this movie. So let me ask this question for you right quick. So let's just say, for instance, the incursions has been fixed. The TVA is back up and running. Do you think the TVA would have got Gamora and sent her back to the past? Do you think they would have done that?
No, because that timeline has already been changed.
Because of Loki.
Because because now, as we know it, he lives in between time. Who else lives in between time? True.
Besides Kang, I really can't think of anybody else.
Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah. Besides.
Thank
Kang.
you. And what did he say? He can destroy timelines at his own free will, and nobody can stop him.
Right.
So that's two possibilities right there.
You're right.
Two abusers of time right there that could have messed up, because the way that we know it now, the way that time works is it can work in a circle or it can work in a straight line.
Right.
I know it's getting too scientific now.
Right.
But literally Loki went back in time. I'm saying he went back in time to his own thing, has done it. Clearly he did it because he said, how many times do I have to sit here and kill you guys? I've killed the Avengers numerous times.
Yeah.
So there is a way to go back in time through a certain timeline to change the outcome. And exactly like how they said in Endgame, you go back in time and don't change.
But that's
can
what I'm
affect
saying.
The outcome of the time, the timeline.
Because all right. Because we getting way off track. Matter of fact, let's do this, Mike. let's do it. Let's say the Gamora theories for another video because we get because like it's a good topic. It's a good topic.
Okay.
It's a good topic, but pretty much
because we need to talk because it's really is low-key King and Captain America that you can easily blame for.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's true. Because not even brought to my attention. Because Cap did stay back with what's the name, with Peggy at the end of Endgame. So
Cap's still supposed to be really in his 30s.
Yeah.
Cap is supposed to be in his early 30s and
exactly
like an 80-year-old man now.
Yeah, so you know,
That wasn't
you know,
supposed to happen.
Let's save that for another video because I do want that
Yeah, let's save it.
yeah, let's say that because we get way off track here. But I said Gamora's with the
so let's short talk about Mantis for a second. Let's talk about Mantis.
Yeah,
I really feel like she finally came out of her skin.
oh my god,
and
yes,
she finally started
Mantis
saying exactly how
came
she
out
felt.
her skin so many different times. It was like those you watched the Guardians Christmas special. It was cool to see.
Which you need to.
Yeah, which you definitely do. Because this episode is a big part in it. Because Peter and Mantis, they're siblings, which was cool. But like Mantis really came out of her shell. I think Mantis did a whole lot more than of course the end game. Then of course she did a whole lot more. She was more. I feel like she was more in certain scenes she was more vocal. I definitely feel like she was more.
You know, and honestly, everybody had their time to shine in this movie, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, even like everyone had their time to shine. I gotta say this when they
goodness,
bro. I gotta say this. So when they was trying to get this little data to save Rocket. Peter hit the wrong button. Peter hit the button. Then he's on a private channel trying to tell Gamora how they used to be. You know, of course, Gamora would be like, "No, that's not me." Whatever.
Man, okay.
Bro, wait, I gotta talk about it. Cause then you got Mantis and Drax and just looking at him. So you know, Peter, everybody can hear this. It's like, what you mean? Drax was like, it was painfully obvious.
Man, yeah, that was Nebula said that too. Man, dude, and he was like, "What do you mean? I pushed the blue button to talk to the blue suit." He was like, "No,
it's like the orange was for the green."
So if I would have pushed the yellow, then it's supposed to be yellow, right? And then it was like, "No, yellow is like what did they say? Yellow was red, and then yellow was purple, red, and like, purple was green." I was like, "What?" And then Drax basically said, "Oh, that should have been completely obvious." I was just like, "No, bruh."
Oh my god, bruh. Then I didn't know Nathan Fillion, who like which is those you know when they doing some of the Justice League animated movies, he voiced Green Lantern, and he does other sci-fi stuff. He was in this movie. I was like, Nathan Fillion. I was like, who he playing? Bruh, it was fun, but man, that whole scene, bruh. But when during the whole fight scene, when Mantis was just touching, like just like, hey, you're doing this, you got rage. We say you're just.
What did she say? She was like, "You're a cat.
You're a cat."
And then she went over to somebody else and it was like, "You're just dancing." I can't remember.
Like one guy, you're just dancing. I was like, bro.
Oh, you really just feel like dancing right now. And then he started busting out doing this crazy dance. And then the other girl, he was like, "You're filled with rage." And then she just goes, and just starts going off on everybody. I was like,
oh, bro, it was comedy gold. Like I said, Mantis done so much work. Because at one point, like Nebula, like they were just. Everyone's go like Mantis, like when they got to the little area, they got Mantis part of the little spacesuits and the I guess she thought it was some storage thing. When they closed it,
she thought it was a locker. She thought it was a locker.
Yeah,
that was compost.
Yeah, bro, like Nebula straight off. It's like you don't think I was like, I really felt bad for Mantis. I was like, dog. I was like,
dude, Mantis. Oh yeah. Because look, I took my daughter to go see this movie, and she was just like, I don't like that they're just screaming for Mantis. I was like, man. I was like, I know, baby. I know. I was like, but she's always in a bad mood. Like I had to really explain to her that Nebula is always in a bad mood.
Right.
I'm like, man.
But bro, it was like the fight scene was good. Then like at one scene, Peter was talking to the lady. She's trying to tell like trying to be smooth talking, and then Gamora shot. She was like, "It's like yo, she was into me." The lady, this rest, but
she was like, "This getting me far, so I'll shoot you straight in the head." I'm like, "Daddy."
She was like, I think you say I feel like he's kind of a douchebag. I was like, dog. But bro,
oh man, dude, bruh. Oh my god. Oh, Mantis. You remember when she hypnotized the guy? She
oh
changed
yeah,
that
the dude was
man's,
flirting with Drax.
thought he was like, you were. He was. I lost it. She was like, you are madly in love with him. Drax was like, wait, what?
Yeah, because like her and Drax just having a simple conversation. Then she's like, you're madly in love with him. I was like, that's bold. But like, it was bold, but at the same time, it was funny. Cause then like Drax like, oh
man, funny, bro.
Oh my god, again, spot on with the comedy, bro. Spot on with it. That just had me crying. So my name's such and such, by the way. I was like, bro.
Oh, I can't remember what his name was, but then, dude, the way that he asked, like the way he acted, man. He was like, oh, Drax is a destroyer. Like he didn't even want to say it until he was like, Drax is a destroyer. Yeah, Drax is a destroyer. Man. Let me see, Mantis, Drax. Drax was cool. He definitely came around.
Yeah, bro. I think when Drax got shot, not once but twice, I was like, no, bro.
He got shot in the chest.
He got shot in the chest. He almost didn't make it. I'm like, oh, man,
dude. I thought he was gonna die. I thought he was gonna die right in there.
Yeah, I really thought Drax was going to die.
I thought he was gonna die right then and there.
I thought Drax was. That was it. I was like, dang. Like my mind says, like Drax died, and like, so who's gonna take over his spot? But then, like, thanks to Peter came in and he talked to the girl again. He's like, I'm gonna talk to him from my heart, pretty much. And she's like, there you go. She's like, here. He tricked her, say, yeah, I'm not an idiot. So he just sit there and just with him. And Peter told Gamora, I told you she was an enemy. I was like, you know what? You got that one, Peter. You got that one.
Yeah, that was definitely strike one on his lip for real.
Yeah, bro.
Man, dude. And then he just did it so quick. She didn't even know how to think. She was just like, wait, what? Wait, what?
So, oh my god. But the mini flashbacks that, cause I think when they kept showing Rocket's flashback, that's why I knew who it was about. Cause it was about Rocket. I was like, he was cool. Like you saw how he met what's it, Lilac? I can't remember. It was like Floor, and I can't remember what the walk's name was, like Tusk or something like that. I can't remember his name.
Yeah. So it was Lila, Floor, and Teeth.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's what it was. I knew it was something.
Teeth.
Yeah, Teeth. I knew it was something. It was Tusk. I knew it was one of the ones. I couldn't remember which one it was.
Yeah, it was Lila, Floor, and Teeth. Man. Oh man.
Yeah.
Again, before I even say this, spoiler alert.
Don't worry. I have it prepared for them. I will have it prepared for them before this video even starts. They don't worry. They have big old spoiler warning.
They didn't have to die like that. They didn't have to die like that. That's all I gotta say. They did not have to die like that.
Because, like, Rocket figured out what was wrong with the high evolution, like where his little evolution machine was. Like when the animal.
Yeah. He was saying that there were too many proteins. There were too many proteins that were going into the bonding the quick evolutionary stage. I don't remember exactly the scientific terms that they were using for it, but. Well, he was trying to really just evolve them to a state to where they could be self-dependent. Yeah. And just be nice and kind, loving creatures, as he was saying. Yeah. But the first time it backfired on him. As a matter of fact, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Remember I told you I got questions. So it was either the turtle or it was the second time when he brought Rocket into the room and he told Rocket that the evolution worked. It was either the turtle or it was like another one of those bald-headed animals. But one of those, I feel like it was a character named Leech.
What was that character? Leech. I think. What's Leech? I know Leech is a I know Leech was a mutant. Cause Leech he can he siphon out powers? I can't remember if that. A life force. I can't remember.
Okay, so Leech.
What was that Calabash? I can't remember. I can't remember the actual name.
Yeah, he was a Morlock. A group of mutants who always forced them to live in the sewers under Manhattan. Okay, so man, dude, there was a bald-headed animal.
It was a bald-headed animal. I can't remember what animal it was. I do know.
And it was like gray skin. It was gray skin, and they only showed him for a split second. I feel like that was supposed to be a little cameo of Leech. I could be wrong.
You're right, because I know he had a kangaroo, definitely a monkey.
He had a kangaroo. He had other turtles. He had a monkey.
I can't remember the other animal though. I really can't. You could be right though. It could be some form of Leech. Again, we don't know until they actually pull it up there. But yeah, because like the crazy thing is, because I can't remember the whole number 6443 or whatever the number he called Rocket. We just gonna call him Rocket. So he's like, how did you know? How did you know? I was like, yo, my God, chill. I think what made him more mad was like, I feel like the high evolution couldn't figure out himself, and it was like
he couldn't figure out himself, and he was more upset that he actually created a being that was smarter than him.
Smarter than yeah. That's exactly.
That's what that was.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
One of his creations, quote unquote, pointed out a flaw.
Yeah, because then it's like because like they thinking like, oh, we're gonna go to this new world, and Tyler's like, oh no, you're not going to the new world. I just want your brain.
Yeah, he was like, Patch 89 is not meant for the new world at all.
Yeah, oh yeah,
man.
He was like, I was like, yo, I like. So listen, no, it's like to prepare him for prepare Rocket for surgery. I was like, if y'all ever hated a villain in the MCU, this is the villain. Because like, what was the one thing you and I both said? It was like, it's cool to make villains somewhat relatable, but they was doing it way too much. They were doing it way too much. I can hate, and they gave us that with the high evolution. Like even Gore the God Butcher wasn't. I couldn't hate him. I wanted to, but oh no.
He just had a soft spot. He had a soft spot, bro.
Yeah. And that's like, even when they had the character of Ghost, it's like it was hard. It was just, again, like, you know, I'm not saying I hate Ant-Man and Wasp. I didn't hate it. It's just like, you did good with Thanos. You did good with Killmonger. Okay, can we give us villains to hate? Sometimes we don't want to just have villains relate. Like, okay, we can relate, but give us a reason to hate them. And really, the villain of how, like, okay, I knew like U.S. agent in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
He was just an idiot, bro.
He was an idiot, but he was an idiot worth hating. so
yeah, but it's still a different hate for me with High Evolutionary, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely. I'm just like pointing out similarity. He was like, did he deserve hate? Yes, but not as much hate you get the High Evolutionary, because this dude was just evil.
Bro.
Evil, old school evil. And the one thing I'll say this again: when you have a villain who knows they're right, that's the villain that hates. Killmonger was like, we get what you're doing, Killmonger, but it's still wrong. But in his mind, I'm just not say y'all ain't here just staying protected. I gotta protect our people out here, and I don't care who we got to kill. Do it. We gonna do it. Thanos. Originally, he did it in the comics. He did it for a lady. But it's Disney, so we gotta tell them. Oh, I just gotta just delete everybody from the universe, or half the populace. That's like that's what I need, man. That's what those type of villains I love. And this, and like for him, then when Rocket tried to, what's crazy, Rocket kept cutting these little pieces every time the High Evolutionary wanted him, or they do a little test on him. He could cut this little piece and stuff, and he just like, hey, we not. It's like he pretty much telling like Lila, T, Floor. He was like, hey, we're not going nowhere. He's going to kill everyone here. And bro, when they didn't believe me. They didn't believe. At first, they didn't believe, but when Rocket got them out, and when he shot Lila, and this nigga came out,
man, Rocket went off.
Bruh. I never I seen Rocket shed a tear. I never heard Rocket cry. And when he cried when Lila died,
that was a scream. That was like a belt, bro. Like
when Lila died, and she's like, the sky. I was like, I admit, I teared up a little bit. I was like, and then
Yeah.
Hives came in saying like, "Oh, I knew you were gonna do something like this." I was like, "Oh my god!" Then he said like, although the test soldiers are escaping, send security here right now. Again, like I said, yeah, Rocket went off. He shredded this dude's face.
He went off, shredded his face.
Then when he saw when Floor and T was dead, I was like, dog, that hurt me even more.
Yeah, that's when he grabbed the gun and started just shooting, man. He ended up killing everybody in that room and got
everybody
out.
in that room. And it's no, we forgot to mention Cosmo, and we forgot to mention Howard the Duck. I'm sorry, I know
Cosmo's so dope, bro. Cosmo's so dope.
Cosmo had me crying. Said, "Take back, stop calling me a bad dog." I love that little subplot.
The whole movie.
The whole movie, dog.
The whole movie.
I wasn't expecting to see Howard the Duck come back in here, though. I really wasn't expecting Howard the Duck to come back in. Yeah, that was cool to see him.
Yeah, and he's a resident of nowhere.
Yeah.
He's a resident of nowhere.
Oddly enough, they was supposed to do a series from on Hulu, but that was like years back. Then, way before COVID hit.
I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
I'm glad I didn't, bro, because you know what happened with that other.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that right now, Mike.
Marvel Hulu combination.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Anywho,
we gonna let that one go.
Yeah, y'all gonna see Ant-Man and the Wasp, man. That's all I gotta say to that. Anyways,
so I guess
that was an abomination.
But what?
Howard the Duck, man.
Yeah, Howard the Duck, man. That was actually my first Marvel movie. I kid you not.
And didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it, boy. Didn't even know it. Yeah. I guess we can talk about Counter Earth now because
we can't talk about Counter Earth without talking about Spider-Man 2.
Okay, so let's get
at least shortly.
Yeah, Spider-Man Unlimited.
Before we get into Counter Earth,
yeah,
I do like how they finally acknowledge that Nowhere is ahead of a Celestial.
Yes,
they finally said it.
But you know what? I forgot to say this too. I like how Peter admits that it was his fault that half of the galaxy got obliterated. I forgot to mention that. He admit that was his fault. I love that. I love how they say, "Well, Nowhere." I love that. I'm happy they acknowledged that. Hey, they oh my god.
Yep.
I'm happy they did that. And Peter admit that was his fault. Oh god, I love this movie so much, man.
So okay. So the High Evolutionary creates a Counter Earth. So in Spider-Man Unlimited, it wasn't filled with animals and stuff like that. It was literally just a mirror version of it.
It's like there was like humanoid animals, but like instead of they were like, how can I say it? Like there was like humanoid animals, like you had talking rams, humanoid cat people.
I mean, the Spider-Man Unlimited.
Yeah. Cause think about it. Cause I remember when I first saw the opening of Spider-Man Unlimited, like humans were
okay. So yeah, it was a mix. They did have humans there.
Yeah, humans was there, but
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, so
but yeah, there were rams and tigers and stuff like that.
Yeah. Green Goblin was actually like a goblin. He was at flying wings. He was actually a good guy, which was really weird.
He was a good guy. Vulture was a good guy.
Yeah. Venom was the weird though, but I digress. I don't want to go again, but yeah, like Spider-Man Unlimited really introduced me to Counter Earth, and the reason we're bringing this up now because, boom, there's Counter Earth and Guardians. And need I say to y'all, I lost my mind. I was like, yo, Counter Earth.
And it was called Counter Earth. It was called Counter Earth.
It was called Counter Earth. I'm like, yo. I was like, then you got all like the I guess we call them humanoids. or I don't know what it's called. Kind of Earth civilians. I don't know.
Man, dude, that whole part was hilarious.
Oh yeah, we'll dress through the ball.
Oh my god, and he meant no harm by it at all.
He
just
really did.
Beamed that girl in the head.
Beamed her.
Just straight beamed her in the face, and everybody got mad. My question is, where did they get all them rocks from, though, bro?
That's a good question, because I saw no rocks when they landed. None whatsoever.
None
whatsoever, bro. And that junk had me crying. I said.
Man, it was even them. And then they hit Peter first. They hit Peter first. Jackson's over here busting out laughing. He get hit. Man.
What did the Nebula say? Kaiju mode? I was like,
oh yeah. She was like, Groot, go Kaiju mode. Man.
It's like, Groot, don't Kaiju.
Okay, and then they get into that lady house. And then they get into that lady house.
Oh,
Drax tries to fall asleep on her couch.
Oh, it's like, Drax, that's not for laying down. Oh my god.
He was like, what do you mean? And then he goes and like falls asleep again. But the funny thing is, they're literally trying to have a conversation with this lady. There's a language barrier going on. Drax is trying to stretch out on their couch. And then here comes Nebula all of a sudden, just pops the tab off the soda, pours herself a soda, and she's like, this is so refreshing. I'm like, man, she don't even care. She don't care anymore, man.
Oh, bro. It's like, that whole, like, I was telling my mom and dad, because they want to watch it. They really want to watch it. I don't know when they're going to go. But, it was like, bro, like for me, that's like, even the down times had a little moment.
They were good.
That's what I'm saying.
They were good, and it wasn't even like really over the top comedy too.
Exactly. It's like you're like, hey, this is my partner. My partner's an idiot, but he's still family. And then every time they talk to the lady, the bat lady, Drax just kept putting his foot on the couch. It's like, Drax.
Every time when they turned the camera away from Drax, bro, he was going back to sleep or laying back down on the couch. I'm like, dude.
Wait, the one time the Drax was slowly trying to leave back on the couch, like, Drax, like, I see you.
He was like, what?
Oh my god, man, that was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing at that part. That part was just comedy gold, hands down.
Nebula just out of nowhere. This is so refreshing. Like she didn't even care, man. That just made it even better.
Okay, so if I have a negative, I gotta talk about this. The unnecessary F-bomb. I'm sorry. I know some. Not to be fair. Yes, I did laugh.
They wanted that so bad. They wanted that so bad.
I feel like it was. It's how I felt with Zack Snyder's Justice League. Oh, it's rated R for Batman say one F-bomb. Like,
man,
I don't know. I don't get it. I want to say
I'm just glad that I knew the part was coming.
Yeah,
I knew the part was coming, so that's why I kind of plugged my daughter's ears.
Yeah,
real quick.
yeah. I have. Yeah,
but
it's well, like then finally like again we gotta mention the scene right before we move further on. We are getting close to the I think we're getting close to the end of the movie, especially when they went to that Akron area. And they're trying to find Rocket, and the queen of Sovereign said, what she tell Adam, show him that we mean business. Well, he turned this dude literally.
Man, he dusted this man, bro. Turned him into straight dust.
And she was like, "What are you doing?" I show him that we mean business, not kill him. She was
like, don't kill him, just show him that we made business. He was like, well, why do we have to do that in the first place? We should just ask him a simple question. He kind of had a point, though.
He did have a point. I think if Gamora, because even like, bro, at one point, I started to hate Gamora, but I get what she was like I'm not this person. I'm not this person you think I am. Let it go. And at the same time, you can't blame Peter because he wanted to show that, it's oh god, it was so much.
Yeah, I made you fall in love with me once before. You can fall in love with me again.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah, it's like I
get that.
I got what he was trying to do. It just sucked that it didn't work because he tried stupid hard. Because I think we're going to like the. I remember we had going to like the High Evolutionaries base, and where he was like what he said like this. Oh yeah, we got him off the ship. So now like, hey, Warpig, go, bro. His God, Warpig looked hideous. I mean, hideous is ugly.
Man, and it was funny that Warpig was a female.
Yeah, bro, I cracked up that Warpig was a female.
The voice didn't even match.
It really did, but it was so funny. And I'm Mike, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I really had no issue with the CGI in this movie. I feel like everything was just it to me, like everything kind of gelled well, and it's like I had no issues with it. But when Peter and them came in there, it's like, hey, they said, hey, Warpig, like, I got Rocket. Then this big old pyramid firing up in the air, and literally he was destroying Counter Earth. I'm like, if this ain't the worst villain?
Yeah, that was messed up.
Yeah, I'm like, he's literally killing the whole civilization. And I told Mike about this. The one scene where Adam Warlock, Adam Warlock killed Warpig and had Warpig's head for, I don't know for what. Just snapped the deck and just took it. I'm like, but the one scene I told him I may be reaching, but this what I think. The one part where Adam Warlock is flying like supersonic fast, it had me thinking about Black Adam and The Rock had his eyebrow up and he going that exact same speed, but that CGI didn't look good on Black Adam. This one looked good on Adam Warlock. Again, I'm not saying it's gonna be in it. I just feel like this.
Man, maybe.
Or maybe, but I feel like what they did is like it was done right. It didn't look cheesy. The way Black Adam was just like,
man.
But yeah, bro, I knew that the Cyber Queen was gonna die, but the way she died, I was like, oh, like I get her whole spiel was she was trying to save her people, pretty much save her son, and then I was like, oh no, man, the High Evolutionary is a jerk, man. God, I can't stand that guy.
A jerk, bro.
Bro, he destroyed a whole civilization. As soon as he found out he had Rocket, technically he didn't. So
you're right.
So then he destroyed a whole civilization. Because the funny part was, Nebula was like, "Hey, Peter and Groot was still in there." Say, Nebula was telling Mantis and Drax, "Get the ship and go." So we can't do that. Why? Because we're right here.
No, I'm gonna tell you what the funny part was. So they were going up into space, right?
Right.
And then if you really look to the right side of the screen, you literally see Groot, the man, and Peter fall right past them, and they don't even.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
And I lost it for a second. I was like,
I really thought they was gonna turn around and look. I really thought they was gonna turn around and look and see Peter. But they did. But again, I think that made it even more hilarious because they didn't see them. I'm like, oh my god. I cracked up.
Man, oh man, dude, I died. I was like, what?
Yeah,
wait.
I said, I hope they see. No, they don't see him. I was like, oh, that's not. But that made it even more funny. That. But that's when like.
So okay. I gotta talk about it, man.
All right, go ahead.
I gotta talk about it. When Rocket went back to go free the animals, I was like, okay, this is the big fight right here. This is the big fight.
Yeah.
Oh man, he came in that room and took Rocket from that closet of a storage area and just yeeted him down the hallway.
That man like a ping pong. Wait, you ever saw Freddy versus Jason? And you saw how Freddy was just flinging Jason everywhere? That's what I felt like.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Exactly.
I just missed the ping pong noise.
Oh man. And he was sitting here just yelling at Rocket, yelling
at Rocket, going in hard on Rocket, bro.
Man, and he's just throwing him all over the place. I was like, dang. And then he was like, yeah, he's like, you're nothing but I can't remember what his number was. It was like, oh, 8, 9, something.
I don't know, but pretty much.
And then as soon as he said that, Rocket had like an anti-gravity thing or something that
the boots he had.
Yeah.
And he's like, listen,
and
my
then,
name is...
He was like, nah. He was like, I'm a guardian of the galaxy. And then everybody just started
wait.
wailing all the...
What he said my name is Rocket and I'm a raccoon. Because remember, during the first one...
Yeah, the whole time he was like, I'm not a raccoon.
Saying, I'm not a raccoon. It was like... Yep. Like Rocket, like when Rocket saw what he was. So Rocket is actually from Earth, which was like, again, everybody should have known that, but we don't know how these movies do.
And he's actually from North America.
Exactly
where Peter grew.
Yeah, cause they kept saying like, I like Rocket and Groot are cool friends. Like I like how they had to show Rocket and Peter are really close friends. I love how they do that. But going back to what you said earlier, bruh. When all the Guardians came in there and just start whooping on a high evolution,
one by one. Oh my goodness,
God, man!
I'm just like, dang! I'm just sitting here, just like, yes. Like I'm just sitting here, like, dude, he deserved every.
He deserved every beat down he got, man. Deserved everything.
Man, and then Gamora came in there. One final blow, stabs him,
right?
Heals his freaking face off. I was like,
man, oh my God, bro. Then he talking about, you see what he did to my face? You see what he did to my face? Look, you know what I thought about when that thing happened? I thought about Watchmen when they catch a Rorschach. It's like, give me back my face. That's that's literally what I thought about. But bruh, oh my God, that scene right there was great.
Man.
Then
all in all, good movie though.
Good movie, man. Okay, we got to talk about the
I really hope I didn't ruin too much.
Yeah, we won't go through too much, but it's a lot more stuff we got to talk about. But before we get ready to end it, I gotta talk about the ending, cause bruh, when I can't remember what Gamora said to Peter. I know she ended up going back to the Ravengers. Mantis said she want to find.
Oh, she didn't say anything to him at first.
Oh, okay.
He stopped right behind him, and Peter looked like he was about to start crying. And then she was like, "I bet we have fun." Because the whole time she was denying him.
But yeah, go ahead.
She was denying that they were ever a thing the whole time, and then at the end she was just like, "I bet we have fun." And then he was like, "Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun." And then he said something. And then that's when Nebula came, and they kind of grunted at each other, and then she walked off.
Oh,
so
that's right.
Dang.
That's right, she did.
Man, we gotta talk about the newspaper article that said Kevin Bacon was
because again, I know we gotta wrap this up. Coming up, we way past an hour, but I did like how. Like Peter's going back home to see his granddad. Mantis on her home. Nebula needed Drax on where she was at. But like they say, oh Rocket, you're the captain, you're the leader of Guardians. So Guardians is still going. It just with Rocket. But going back to what you said, the newspaper, please bring that up.
So it said Kevin Bacon was abducted by aliens.
Oh yeah.
And that was his tell all. And I don't know, whenever this movie comes out for on demand, I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna read that article because I really want to know what it says.
Oh yeah, that they did have
that was his grandfather was reading that newspaper that had that article.
Event they had. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
That was so funny. Oh, you talking about the other kids that at a high level? The kids he experimented on.
All the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So that was. She's a Kree.
That's a Kree?
She's a Kree.
So did he create? Wait. So did he create the Kree?
No. I'm gonna tell you who it is, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I feel like my theory is.
Okay.
So that girl, she was replicated over and over and over again. Because you notice that most of those girls.
Oh, you kind of low. You gotta speak this one up. You can kind of. I need you to speak up on this one.
So hold on. Let me do it like this. Hold on. Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep, right here.
Okay. So she was replicated over and over again. If you noticed it, most of those girls looked exactly alike.
Yeah, I mean, most of those girls, most of the kids in there, they had white hair. Someone's black.
They had white hair. They had the same markings on their face.
Yeah,
right?
Almost every one of the kids, you know, the skin tone was different. They had the same markings on their face, their lip. Yeah, I have noticed.
Everything were all the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this name, and I want you to tell me exactly where you know the character.
Okay.
That was Phyla Vel.
That was who?
Phyla Vel.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Okay, so in the Marvel comic, Phyla Vel is the DNA child of Captain Marvel.
What's that name one more time? Say that name one more time.
Phyla Vel.
Phyla Vel.
Hyla-VEL-L.
I gotta look this
She
up.
had a brother named Genis Vale.
Okay, I do know Genis. I heard of Genis Vale. I do know Genis Vale.
Genis Vale.
Matter of fact, she was on the post credits. I remember that. It was her, Rocket,
as a guardian. Go look up Phyla Vel now. She wears the exact same outfit as the Guardians of the Galaxy new outfit they used for free.
Okay, I do want to. I'm happy they brought back their classic outfits. Real talk.
Go look up Phyla Vel. He literally has that same outfit on with a cape.
But okay, so wait, so this is my thing, bro. Hold up, because as far as I remember, Marvel is dead.
Doesn't mean that his DNA wasn't.
Oh my God! Yep. I see it.
And the three were known as being perfect human beings. Okay, my theory is that Captain Marvel is or was an actual character in the MCU, and he was somehow either kidnapped or killed by the High Evolutionary.
Or in the DNA we got the female Marvel.
Because that was Phyla. And if you go, whenever this movie comes out, or if you're gonna go back and watch it in the movie theaters, go watch the credits. Because that girl's name is Phyla in the movie too.
Rocket, I know, because Rocket said her name at the end. Like, going off the Marvels, this is, what's her name last go runs as Captain Marvel, Brie Larson. Okay, I can't, we can't go, I would like to go.
We're also getting Nova though too. We're also gonna end up getting Nova too.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah,
think about that.
I don't want to spend too much time on theories right now because we are way past our time. And I hope y'all enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I hope y'all just don't worry. We gonna talk about the Gamora video. Hopefully, we can do a live stream about it, so it'll be a lot easier to do. But yeah, I hope y'all have. Mike, thanks for joining me, sir. I appreciate you as always.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem.
Yep. So guys, this was fun. This was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I had fun doing it. I think the next Marvel thing we got coming up is Secret Invasion. So I'm hoping that show will be a hit. Other than that, yeah. Don't worry. I'm gonna fix our live stream issue. Don't y'all worry about it. We're gonna get it worked out soon. But anyways, make sure you like, share, subscribe, come to Randside. We do have those cookies. Hashtag Corey's Kitchen. Once again, thank you to my brother, my main man, that one main 88, bro. I appreciate you as always. and like I said, hashtag Corey's Kitchen. And please, I'm gonna say it again, please, you guys stay random, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all take it easy.